Starting up. So hi everyone, thanks for watching. I've got my good buddy Cliff Carrigan here. Cliff is one of the few people I know online who's been online as long as I have, since the mid to late 90s. And I can tell you Cliff and I have thrown around a lot of different stories of how we made money back in the day, and we had a lot of fun in those conversations. But why we're here today is to talk about his new software called Ugly Pbner, which is a crazy name, but I love it. The reason I've got Cliff here is because this is a really powerful software and it achieves a lot in terms of getting page 1 rankings in Google. Now, Cliff, mate, I really appreciate your time. I know this is launch night for you, so you're pulling hair out as we all do in these times. So I really appreciate you coming here to spend time with us to describe what this new product is. You there?
Yes, I am. Sorry about that, bud. I needed to adjust my mic.
No worries. Cool. So can you give us an overview of your new Ugly Pbner software? I watched the video and I was extremely impressed, I've got to say. I can see how much work has gone into this software, mate.
Yeah, it's man, it is I think the most powerful software that I've ever had the opportunity to make. And I had no choice but to name it Ugly Pbner. You've seen the software, man, it's ugly. But what I did is I broke everything down into easy and dissectable steps. I could have, made it to where you just, stuck in one bit of information and click the button and, it would go through and do all the work for you. But it never fails that more advanced marketers, well, they'll want to change, modify, swap up information along those bits, or they'll want to use one part of it, just as a standalone. So that's what I did. I made it to where we could just go through and you can take it as low key or as high end as you want to go with it.
Mate, what I loved about it was towards the end of the video how you drilled down. So you do your first project and get a bunch of results, but then you can use those results that you found from the first project and create another project using those results. So you're drilling down, and you could do that ad infinitum, I imagine. So it's an incredibly powerful kit. I suppose we better describe to people what it is. So first off, you start the software and you create a project and then add a bunch of keyword phrases, right?
Right. You're going to want to start out with pretty short tail keywords in your niche. That's going to be your probably your first step. Now, the more competitive the niche is, then the more keywords you would need to put in there.
Yep.
Depending if you are wanting to find a domain that's available that's already ranked on the first page of Google. In a case like that, then you would put in a lot of keywords, say 400 or 500 that you think, well, I wouldn't mind ranking for that.
Yep.
And so you'd put those in, and boom, you're running it through its process. You're going to put in the keywords to URLs, so it's going to go and scrape those. Then you'll take those results, you'll put them into the check domain availability. It'll go through and it'll let you know pretty quickly, if there's a domain available in your keyword set or not. Of course, you've got options from there.
Hang on. Sorry, if I can just interrupt. So in really simple terms, you put in 400 or 500 keywords into the software. It goes and scrapes Google for all the domains listed for all those keywords. And then you go back and check to find which of those domains that it's found in Google are able to be purchased that are already on the front page of Google. Is that correct?
That is correct.
Whoa. So
you instantly have a page 1 ranking on Google in
wow.
your niche
so
for your keywords.
So you can go and purchase that domain, and guess what? You're already on page 1 of Google with your domain. And then you can update that domain to suit the keyword that it's ranking for and supply beautiful content to get it to convert to do whatever it is related to the niche that you're in. Like lead generation, product sales, what have you. Wow. Cool. So sorry, I just wanted to simplify that for my audience. So continue on.
Well, I mean, you've summed it up. That's exactly what you do. I mean, there's so many options that you have. You know, as far as that page goes, you could just put a squeeze page there, for example, just a landing page where you're, you know, getting people to feed your list. Which, I'll be honest, that's what I've been doing all through my testing process. I've probably picked up about 600 domains through my process, and probably 90% of those I put up pages that they're lead gen pages, because I already know anybody that's landing there, I already know what niche they're interested in. So I don't even try to break mine down to the keyword level. I know the niche. So that's really all I need. I mean, as for my type of marketing, that's all I need. And so I'm getting quite a massive volume of new email addresses, you know, new people signing up with me every single day. On another small percentage of those, I have basically where I'm doing a pre-sale letter to someone else's affiliate product, right? So that it's just going through there. Since I'm already ranked on the first page of Google for their niche, I might as well profit from somebody. So, you know, I'm making affiliate income there on autopilot. And then I've got several where I'm just promoting my own product line that it's not exactly my own product line. It's a niche that I'm in that I don't want to tell about.
Yeah. Okay, now I've got a rhetorical question for you, because I know you know the answer because I saw you talk about it in the video. So the rhetorical question is, say that one of the domains I find relative to my niche is listed number 5, page 1 of Google. Can I use this software to find better links to get that page at number 5 on page 1 to number 1, page 1?
Oh, absolutely. Now, in my training video, I walked through that, but I can even give you a little even better insight, at least on how I'm doing it. If I go into a niche and we'll say weight loss, and it's page 5 before I find a domain that's available. Okay, so now I've got a domain in the weight loss niche on the 5th page of Google for a great keyword. So then what I'll do is I'll go and do another keyword search. I'll use 400 or 500 keywords, and I'll tell it just to get me the top 10 results.
For in the weight loss niche, of course.
Right, all of those are in the weight loss niche. So it gives me all those URLs. Then I'll take those and I'll put them in the little tab that you click for enter URLs from URLs. And I'll run those URLs in there. All right. Now what it does, it'll return me back a massive list of URLs.
Right.
Then I'll run that through the check domain availability thing again. And when I do that, I'll end up getting 20, 30, 50, maybe even 200 different domains that are available that have been linked to by other people that's in that niche. But because of how I did it, all of those people that's linking to me, they're all on the top 10 on the first page of Google for all of these keywords related to weight loss. And they're all going to end up pointing to me because I'm going to pick up several of those domains and backlink back over to myself, to my main page. So now my page 5 listing, Google's going to see that and say, oh, wait a minute, all of these people at the very top of the food chain like this person's content. They trust this person because they're backlinking over here. Actually, and so
mate, that makes so much sense. What I wanted to point out was the video on the front of the sales page is a real education in and of itself about SEO. For people who aren't that familiar with SEO, just while you're discussing why your software, why it does what it does and why what it does is good, you are giving a really good and deep overview of how SEO works, particularly with Google. So I think people, just from watching your video on your sales page, you're going to get a big education in SEO. So I just wanted to make that point.
Well, and that is the thing, Pete. SEO, it became so hard over the years. I know you and I both did it years ago, but man, I mean, regular SEO just became so burdened down with all these funky rules, and this could get you knocked down, that could get you knocked down. It eventually just came to the point where it wasn't worth it until I had came up with this software and started doing it that way, because basically it's like the ultimate SEO hack without black hat. There's nothing black hat about it. You're giving Google 100% exactly what they're asking for, and you're doing it in a way that they're okay with. So there's nothing black hat about it, but I say it's the ultimate hack because you're bypassing all the need to do that, all that hardcore SEO that all your competitors are doing. You're just slipping in and letting them do the work for you.
Absolutely, mate. Well, listen, look, I know you're really busy. I think that's covered the main points that I wanted to get across to our audience. So, mate, I really appreciate your time, and I highly recommend people grab the software, especially at the ridiculously low price that you're offering it for. I hope the price will be going up at some point in time, just for my own sanity. Thank you very much.
Actually, it will. It's going to go up to $497 immediately after launch.
Oh, well, that makes me feel better. But I'm happy to be able to provide all of my followers with this awesome product. And thanks for your time again, Cliff. And we'll talk soon, mate.
Thanks, bud.